Welcome to our channel. Today we how to reduce overhead costs with Trello, detailed guide step by step clearly. To start reducing overhead costs with Trello, create your Trello account if you haven't already. Once logged in, set up a new board dedicated to tracking overhead costs. Label this board appropriately, such as overhead cost management. Next, create lists to categorize your overhead costs. Consider categories like fixed costs, variable costs, suppliers, and status. In the fixed costs list, add cards for each fixed expense, such as rent and utilities. For the variable costs list, list items that can fluctuate, like materials and supplies. In the suppliers list, include cards for each vendor and their associated costs. It's essential to provide detailed descriptions for each card. Add due dates to monitor when payments are due. Attach relevant documents or links directly to each card for easy access. Utilize Trello's checklist feature within each card to track specific tasks needed to manage these costs. Prioritize cards based on urgency, utilizing labels to indicate high, medium, and low priority. To collaborate with your team, invite members directly to the board. Assign tasks to team members for accountability. Regularly review the board to ensure costs are accurately tracked and managed. Consider integrating Trello with other tools like Slack or Google Drive for better efficiency. Use Trello's automation features to streamline repetitive tasks, reducing time and potential costs. Monitor progress consistently and adjust your strategies based on insights gained from the board. By following this detailed guide, you'll effectively manage and reduce your overhead costs using Trello. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. If your password is not accepted, use the reset option and create a new strong password you can remember. Check your spam folder for verification or security emails, then complete any requested confirmation steps. Enable two-factor authentication if available to improve account security and reduce unauthorized access risk. After signing in, review your profile details so your contact information and settings are accurate and current. If you see an error message, note it down and try again after restarting your device and internet connection. Log out when you finish, especially on shared devices, to keep your account and payment information secure. If the page does not load, refresh the browser or try again in a private or incognito window. Make sure you are using the correct email address, then retype it carefully to avoid small typos. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more step-by-step tech guides.